Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, Ark Survival Ascended. This was recorded on 10/26, the day after the game came out. Lots changed since then, but I still have these recordings and I still wanted to use these as a little playthrough and show you guys some little clips. Trying to keep them about 10 minutes long. Occasionally I may have to go over than that, but I'm not going to try to bore you guys, but here's me harvesting, here's me doing this. You guys know I do that if you watched any of my videos. So I've had a lot of issues since the game came out. I bought me a new computer to run better graphics and the computer crashed. So I got these guys that I bought the computer from fixing it, hopefully. Expensive computer. Anyhow, I lost a lot of recordings, but I didn't lose my recordings in Ark Survival Ascended. I still have these because I didn't move them to the new computer. So last time I was showing you guys I took flight with the Pteranodon. We tamed that thing and flew. So this time I'm back on Herbivore Island. And I'm just harvesting some stuff. I want to do a couple of things. I want to build like a little shelter here. Just kind of show you guys how the walls work. I've done several videos on what I'm about to do. So if you guys want to watch them, some of the build techniques, some of the new build dynamics, I have videos on there. They're like a few minutes long each. I'm also going to show you guys a little bit of this new paint technique, how they came out with the paint, how you paint items in your hands. I also have a video on that if you're interested in watching that. It's a couple minutes long, maybe about a minute or something long. I kept them really short. One of the most irritating things for me are these little short things of how do you do this, and they change something and there's no instructions out. And all these other YouTubers want to show you guys these big videos. Here's how you tackle the tech cave. First day the game came out. You know, I haven't got all the time stuff. We got to go through all these other things. There are more important things to me than racing through and posting a bunch of videos on how to do in-game type stuff or boss fights and all that stuff. We'll do those later. All these other YouTubers can get your guys' views and stuff if you guys are interested in that stuff. I look for more of the things that are like, what's important to me? What's important to me is, how the heck did the pieces snap together? How do you rotate something in your hands? How do you do this? You know, these little things that you need to know how to do. That's what's important to me. Now, as you can see, I'm holding these pieces down, and they have an R. So there's less engrams you got to learn. So when you learn the wall, I learned the thatch wall. And as you can see, there's 4 options for that thatch wall. There's a thatch wall, a thatch doorway, a thatch window, and a 2 different doorways, actually. So there's 2 types of doorways. There's that one and there's an old one. So, whoops, I put one down wrong. But anyhow, it doesn't really matter. I'm just messing with them, as you can see. You're using the R button to switch between the different pieces while you're holding them before you snap them down. And whatever one you get off on, like if I'm using thatch walls, and I got off on thatch walls, when I do a thatch wall again, it's going to be on thatch walls. If I got off on a thatch doorway, I pull it up again, it's going to be set on thatch doorway. So I just threw some pieces down. You can see how much taller these are. The walls are a lot higher, and they do some pretty cool stuff, and I'll show you guys as we go along. I did another video on the snapping dynamics. If you're snapping foundations on uneven ground, you can level them out. It's pretty cool the way it works. So, but we're just going to snap these little thatch things down here. Nothing's really going to hurt me here. Oops, I put that into the wall. This is unless I hit a Bronto or something, then it'll attack the building, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I actually put that inside the other wall. We're going to try to take it out from the outside here. Nope. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put that back on top, and then we're just going to snap these slope roofs up there, and it will be good. And yes, I said roof, roofs, whatever. I'm from the South. We say it differently. It's not a roof, it's a roof. And I put those, look at that. I did that totally backwards. I'm not even paying attention. All that work, and I put the stupid triangles on wrong. So let's put these in the same spot as the other ones. I'm an idiot sometimes, man. I was like, okay, they need to go there. And then that's the E. So you're flipping with the E or the Q. The Q switches positions. These things have a snap dynamic while they're snapping a certain position. And then sometimes a lot of these will snap in the center of a foundation. So you got to hold down the Q to undo that so you can put them where you want. Even after you hold down the Q to move something on a foundation, it's still going to have like a snap part against the wall, against the side wall. That part's pretty cool. You can still move them where you want them. So I jumped forward a little bit there. I did some more stuff, and I didn't want to show you guys and bore you. I want to get to the paint thing. So island's totally safe as long as I don't hit anything. Made me a cooking pot. Don't need to show you guys how to make that. If you need to know how to make a cooking pot, you're probably not playing Ark Survival Ascended. You're probably still on Ark Survival Evolved. So if you are on that, go look at my video on how to make a cooking pot. I got those. Those are older type videos and basic stuff. So anyway, they changed. There's different berries here. There's not just the yellow, the blue, the green, and the red, black, and the white anymore. They used to have just the 6 berries. Now they have multiple others. They have a cyan one. They have a green, couple of green ones, some different colors. As you can see, I thought the dye was the same. Turn stuff on, looking at the dye, and look at all these folders. So each folder has different shades of each color. So there's quite a few in there. Look at all the shades of green. So whatever you're looking at, there's tons of different ones in there. You need different berries to make them. Look at there. There's the different shades of blue. Some of these look like, when you get to they go from light to dark. Some of these dark ones look a lot like black, so they're just an off shade of them. And I do a lot of art stuff on my computer, doing images and stuff like that, because I sell coffee mugs and do things like that through Etsy and through Redbubble. And so I know that some of these colors, that's just how they are. The closer you get to black, they're going to look very similar. But they did a really good job on these. I mean, some of these colors are really, really cool. And I'll show you guys, I'll paint one item here and just show you guys a little bit. I'm not going to do a whole bunch. I don't want to bore the heck out of you guys with painting. If you want to watch painting videos, go look at one of my how to paint yourself or how to paint items in Ark. I got those out there too. Same thing as this. Painting items, you know, in your inventory, you're just going to hold the die down and drop it on top of it and pick the section. If you're painting like a wall or something like that, you need a paintbrush. So you can slap it against the wall, or a paint sprayer. Most people are going to start with a paintbrush because paint sprayer takes a lot of other stuff to get to, and you're not going to do that right away. So let's take a look at these different paints. Now they're going to go in the cosmetic tab on the left. That's a new tab they added. Took me a while to figure that out. I'm like, I kept moving the die to my hands. I'm like, where'd it go? It's in the cosmetic tab. So here's the shirt, as you can see. Just dropping some paint on that shirt, playing with it. It's just the old cloth shirt, so I'm just painting it just to see what it looks like, guys. I'm not going to sit here and show you guys the whole thing, but we'll do one item. Just kind of get an idea of what it looks like. So I just made the basic dyes that I've always made, which is my colors I always do are purple and cyan with a little black and a little white in them. But there's so many different variants now. You can really play with it and change it up. And when I get to metal armor, you'll see I'll change it up quite a bit. Which we're weeks into the game, and like I said, this is the day after. This is how old this recording is. Not the vocals, but the actual game itself, man. I'm just way back there. I was going to try to do like a video a day, but I couldn't do it, man. I got a full-time job. I'm not one of those guys that just do videos for a living. I don't have time for that. So anyhow, as you can see right here, I'm trying to rotate the stuff. It's not working how it's supposed to do. I'm trying to move it, trying to alter it. It ain't working. And so once I figured it out, then I did a little short video, and that's the video I posted on how to rotate items when you're painting. And I'm going to leave that vocal in here at the end here. I'll show you guys how to do it. But basically, if you want to know, you're going to hold down the control key and the left mouse, right? Now, if you want to move the item inside the inventory but not rotate it, that's the right mouse button. Hold the right mouse button down, and you can move it around. And then to zoom in on stuff, you're going to use the scroll wheel. So I was painting myself, and I was zooming in and just playing around with the colors. Look at that, how cool those colors are. They look almost black, but those aren't black. No. That is really cool. I like that. Still can't figure out at this point how you rotate it. I was still fighting with it. I'm like, how do you rotate this thing? It started to make me mad right here. I'm like, why they got to change everything? But the changes are actually good. Don't get me wrong. All these changes they made, I haven't really seen any change that's been so dramatic that I hated it so far. I've liked all the changes they made. Quality of life, buddy. These are cool. So there's just scrolling. There's me moving it around with the right mouse. Just trying different keys, man. I was hitting shift. I was hitting enter. I was hitting all kind of stuff trying to figure this out. And then finally, my finger accidentally bumped the control key. All right, guys. So I just want to show you how to paint. Now, you know how to normally paint when you have these things in a cosmetic when you grab stuff. I was trying to turn this thing, and I couldn't turn it. So when you grab with the left, you usually grab with hold the left and turn it. But you need to grab the control button and then the left mouse button, and that will turn this thing. So that's how you turn the items in your hand. So there you go, guys. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable. If it was, please like the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.